Good morning, Internet. Oops. It would help if I had the microphone closer to me. Good morning, LinkedIn Live, YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope, and any other. Oh, Twitch. How could I forget Twitch? How could I forget Twitch? My name's Frank Lavinia. I am an AI and data scientist at Microsoft, and I have a engagement going on later today, but I wanted to live stream real quick about a point of inspiration and kind of call back to something I had mentioned on an earlier live stream. And hey, Thomas, how's it going? I am not live from Ignite, although I suppose since nobody's really at Ignite, we all are. We can all participate. But that is a good point about virtual events. If you're not watching Ignite, I highly recommend it. I have a, actually, I'll show you the magic of the internet. I can show you my screen. And if you want to download all the sessions from Ignite, let's see, is it going to show my screen? There we go. Spotlight. There we go. That's me in the corner. I have this application here. It's no frills. It's a command line utility. It will download all the videos. I am currently working on improving it, but when I ran it last night, it picked up about 329 sessions. They keep changing the format in the JSON in regards to how the metadata about the sessions is stored. What I did last night was I used some of this code. Oh yeah, the link. I don't know if I can do that here from LinkedIn. I will paste it in the comments here through my Restream interface. But LinkedIn is not one of the things. So what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll paste it in. Or you go to franksworld.com. It's actually the first or second post. So this gets you to the README page, and it shows you kind of what I'm up to and stuff like that. And there's actually a PowerShell script. I think the PowerShell script take a different approach to how it constructs the download URLs. I tried to rely on the JSON, but they keep changing the JSON. So I don't know. Maybe that's because the event's ongoing. Are they trying to discourage people from doing kind of these massive downloaders? I don't know. So if you happen to be on the product team, let me know. I did post this comment according to my Restream dashboard. This did appear. This went to, oh, I can show it. That's the link. It will, goes to Twitch, does not go to LinkedIn. Apparently the LinkedIn code does not do that. All right. Sorry about that. We're learning every day, new things every single day. All right. So one thing I want to show, let's see if I can put myself in the spotlight. There I am. My name is Frank Lavinia, and I think, Thomas, you were on this live stream a few weeks ago where we were talking about Omni magazine, how inspirational it was. And I think you were the guy that posted the link to this book. So it finally arrived. Awesome. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you for finding the link and posting it. Check this out. I got it. I got the coffee table book about Omni magazine, and it's actually pretty cool. It's a kind of a retrospective on not just the art, but kind of the impact that Omni magazine has had. I mean, the art here was always very interesting. H.R. Geiger posted a lot of stuff here. He had a lot of art published here. It's called The Mind's Eye, The Art of Omni magazine. And I will say the art for this magazine was always very avant-garde and futuristic. And keep in mind that this was before Photoshop. Well, I mean, I suppose towards the end, early versions of Photoshop. But, you know, if you're looking at this and you're thinking, big deal, anyone could do this today, this was years before that. So it was always very interesting. It was always very, very avant-garde stuff. There's some pictures I maybe not should show to be very careful. But it was very inspirational, and that got me thinking. So I ended up searching the internets, and I actually got an actual issue. Couldn't think of the word. I was going to say episode, but magazines don't really have episodes. This is from February 1987. I remember this one. I remember the kind of the very 80s cover. And this was February 87. This is before the stock market crashed in October. So you had that very much that 80s, enthusiasm was very raw and very real and very tangible. I just noticed my hair is a little unkempt. I should probably fix that. But it's cool. Like, so you see like the ad. I mean, you see the ads from this. Like, look at this. Cigarette ads. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this today? But not just that. There's some really good cartoons. All the stuff. I remember some of these. And it's like, it's kind of funny. It's like, oh yeah, they had cartoons. Somewhere in here. Somewhere in here. Oh yeah, look. They had like contests and stuff like that. Look at this. A Xerox computer. Look at that. For $9.99. Right? An early ad for Nordic Track. What a trip, right? So it apparently only one issue. I got episodes on my mind. Only one issue is available on Amazon Kindle, and that's actually a pretty good read too. That was fun. But look at this contemporary electronic series, right? But it wasn't just about the ads. Although the ads are kind of fascinating from our point of view. Is an ad for a Radio Shack brand of audio equipment. Can you imagine? Oh yeah, here's a great example. So this is an example of the science fiction stories, which they often had with that artwork. It was very inspirational. I found it to be very inspirational and impactful. The layout was very, it was very standard for a magazine, but they had some interesting segments where, you had kind of the silver print of the page. Look at this, an ad for CompuServe. That's awesome. But I'm just fascinated by this, that the topic, right? Science and censorship. This is still a problem. But not only the ads, but you'll see there's puzzles and games that they have. I remember doing those. In fact, if you attended any one of my quantum talks lately, you see me kind of talk about that. But this was just such a great magazine. It was very much ahead of its time. I would say what Wired magazine was in the 90s, Omni magazine was in the 80s for sure. I wonder how many people are in science and STEM fields today because of Omni magazine. I know for me, before there was the internet, before there was any kind of like TV channels devoted to science, this for me, I loved it when this came in, and I read it cover to cover every single month. In fact, my birthday gift from, I think, my grandparents was Omni magazine from when I was like 9 or 10 till I went to college. And I read this cover to cover every time. And it was cool because the science fiction stories would kind of draw your imagination out. It would expose you to authors, and it was a great thing. And I think about the impact that's had on my life, and I'm sure I'm not alone. I like to imagine myself as a special snowflake, but I know I'm not. But I just wonder, like, how many people are in this. So if you remember Omni magazine and it inspired you, comment below in whatever platform you're on. I try to get to all of these. I use Restream. Somebody has asked. I use Restream so I can actually supposedly simultaneously live stream to 30 platforms at once. I only do about 6 or 7. 2 Facebook channels, 1 YouTube channel, LinkedIn Live primarily, and Periscope as well. So thanks, Thomas. That was a good point. There's the link. Put that up there. It's on franksworld.com. It's I can show it. My GitHub thing. It is a no frills interface. Let's see if I can do that. It is a no frills interface for downloading the stuff. I can actually, let's do a real-time demo here. Let's cause some trouble here, right? Let's see, did I put myself, oops, I want to flip. There we go. There we go. So I made a batch file. Oops. And I'll show you what the batch file looks like. So that's what the batch file sends. This is the destination directory. This is the home of the JSON URL. And I'm saying I want all the videos. And when I run that, this is what you see. It's going to download the big JSON feed. And it's going to go through and basically download the files, et cetera, et cetera. So what I do is I'll just kick this off before I go to bed. And I have a directory full of videos to watch. So with that, I have to prep for my meeting today, delivering a strategy session at the Reston Virtual MTC. You have a great day.